Today on the channel, we take a trip back in time with a little throwback Jack's Ruthless Aggression unboxing with Orlando Jordan, Shelton Benjamin, and Paul London.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Ruthless Aggression unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got three Ruthless Aggression core characters in Shelton Benjamin, Orlando Jordan, and Paul London. And of course, for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do every other review here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Ruthless Aggression, near and dear to my heart. You guys know it took me a few years to track down every single figure from this line. I still have quite a few of these still to unbox, and we pepper them in here on the channel. They do go up on Patreon many months, sometimes years earlier than traditional YouTube. But I want to get through all these ones just to get my setup complete. And these are three of the ones I had there. That's usually I do. I bundle some of these together, and we're off to the races. But let's kick it off here. We're going to kick it off with Orlando Jordan. And to me, whenever I hear the name Orlando Jordan, I don't think of his time in the WWE. I don't think of his time with JBL. I think of him going overseas and wrestling with the Ultimate Warrior in the Ultimate Warrior's final match. You can't believe how jazzed up I was. I want to say I was in college when Ultimate Warrior came out and took on Orlando Jordan. And Warrior had all these hype videos. You know, he's in the gym, getting back in wrestling shape, all that kind of stuff. If I had a YouTube channel back then, man, I don't know, I'd be insufferable. You guys would, I am insufferable to some of you guys. I've heard about it, but I would be big time because Warrior would be on, and I'd be talking about it in every single video. Warrior's going to be wrestling this Saturday. Oh my gosh, Orlando Jordan, you're in for it. And man, Warrior in the gym getting ready for that was just next level. It was just so inspiring. And Warrior, I always loved his little talks in his gym and things and his moments, and he would tell you stuff, and I don't know, would get me pumped up, get me fired up, and man, I was more fired up than I'd ever been around that time. And I remember, of course, the internet wasn't as smooth as it is now back then, and having to go on like the internet and trying to search like Italy, wherever the promotion was, and getting clips and what happened, and oh, but it was amazing. It was amazing. And Orlando Jordan, of course, the Warrior's final opponent. But Orlando Jordan right here, I don't even think he wrestles anymore. I think he's totally retired, but he's quite the interesting character. And we did have a real fur, or I shouldn't say real hair, head hair, Orlando Jordan. Now, we got real chest hair, George Steele, Shawn Michaels, but we got real hair, Orlando Jordan, which was a little peculiar, but I'm here for it. I'm here for that zany stuff. Mattel, give us some real hair. I'm ready for it. But we got the traditional Ruthless Aggression packaging. During this kind of wave, we had a little different colors to it and stuff, but I always did like the packaging on these. Reminds me of Toys R Us back in the day. No doubt about it. This is Series 17 for those keeping track at home. Big cross-sell back here. We're promoting all kinds of belts. We're promoting the Classic Superstars ring. We're promoting Adrenaline 15 with Eddie Guerrero, Kane, Triple H, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, and Bradshaw. And we're promoting the rest of Ruthless Aggression Series 17 with Tajiri, Stevie Richards, Hardcore Holly, Paul London, Orlando Jordan, and Nunzio. A very cool, solid set here. Solid set. But without further ado, let's not be a punk. Let's get them all. Let's get Orlando Jordan out of the package here and see what all the fuss is about. See you later. There is no fuss, if you ask me, unless we're talking about the Ultimate Warrior, of course. He does come with two black knee pads. No, elbow pads. Elbow pads. They fell out. It's interesting they didn't put them on him. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But there's old Orlando Jordan in the plastic prison. Two black elbow pads. We're here for it. We're here for it. We have no choice. We're here for it. There we go. See you later. Goodbye, and we got the Orlando Jordan out of the package. Man, he's got a smile on his face. He is so happy. He just heard his payday for facing the Ultimate Warrior in his final match. That's the only thing I can think of here. But definitely Orlando Jordan. He's got the crazy hair. Of course, he had a shaved head. He had kind of just a, I don't know, a buzzed head, maybe we'll call it. And then he really grew it out and kind of spiked it up there a little bit. So that's kind of where it is. I think this is maybe later, the very end of his WWE career. But definitely looks like him in the head department. We got a Fist of Fury. We got a gripping hand. You know I'm here for that one. And then we do got he's ripped up, of course, but we do got a lot of tattoos all over. So they really gave him his tattoos. And I do like the black and gold, but it's interesting, instead of gold, they went yellow on the boots. So it's black and gold and then black and yellow. I believe, somebody fact check this if I'm wrong, he's also a huge fan of the band Stryper, and he wanted to support the Stryper colors down here. Could be. Somebody fact check that, like I did say. But an interesting Orlando Jordan figure here. Not going to set anybody's world on fire. It's not one of those figures that holds a ton of value. I don't know if a lot of people cherish their Orlando Jordan figures. I guess tell me if you do. Kind of is what it is. A moment in time. A guy that was all over SmackDown for a little bit of time. And then, of course, his Ultimate Warrior match kind of is what it is. But there's old Orlando Jordan doing Orlando Jordan things. That's all we can say. But one guy that's still doing his thing today on Monday Night Raw, Shelton Benjamin. I've always said it, one of the most overlooked talents of all time in the WWE. Man, something else, Shelton Benjamin in his young days. He still can go, of course. But man, him with Team Angle, him and his solo run, the gold standard, just a huge Shelton Benjamin fan. So always love getting a Shelton figure. We've had very similar figures. Of course, Jack's all about those repaints, all about those re-releases. And this one we've seen a couple different times. This is Ruthless Aggression Series 11.5. Oh boy, 11.5. And it does have Shelton Benjamin on the side there. A little glamour shots on the side. Always here for that. On the back, big cross sell. We got the belts. We got the rings. Got a lot of fun. A lot of fun at the end of the day. But we're promoting some 6-inch figures. Oh, everybody's promoting those 6 figures. Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Cena, Eugene, Devon Dudley, and Rey Mysterio. How about that? How about that? But without further ado, let's get our boy Shelton out of the package here. Doing Shelton Benjamin things. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic Prison. Always love Shelton in this kind of baby blue attire. Always, when I do think of Shelton, that's what I think of usually. I always liked him in the blue. Just popped. It popped on him. Always good. See you later. Whoa, coming at the screen. Almost knocked the apparatus down. Oh, nobody wants that. But we do get a microphone, a plain black microphone. We've seen it before. We'll see it again from Jax over the years. Just plain black mic. Shelton, not a guy that talked a ton, so a little interesting to get that, but it is what it is. But when you get Shelton here looking only like a Shelton Benjamin could look if he was in a Ruthless Aggression Series 11.5, that is for sure. And the star of the show on this one is the silver and blue attire. I absolutely do love the attire on this one. But besides that, it is your typical Shelton Benjamin figure. Same body style we always got with Shelton. We saw this head numerous times. Definitely looks enough like Shelton Benjamin. He got the buzz cut going on. Jacked up body, of course, black knee pads, black elbow pads. It's Shelton Benjamin at the end of the day. There's no doubt about that. Of course, the articulation, I'll go through it on him. It's the same for all 3 of these, as you know. Head back, forth, side to side, up and down. Arms go all the way around. Bicep cut, single jointed elbows, back and forth, side to side on the hands, waist articulation, big old split right there, single jointed knee, and then ankles back and forth, side to side. And that's all she wrote. That is all she wrote for old Shelton Benjamin. Looking good, looking like Shelton Benjamin, really, at the end of the day. I'm here for this. Is it the greatest figure of all time? No, it's not. But it's always cool to get a Shelton Benjamin figure in your collection. Why not? And check out the top 5 Shelton Benjamin figures of all time on this very YouTube channel. But there he is, old Shelton Benjamin, making it happen on a daily basis. Still to this day on Monday Night Raw. Now we're going to finish it off with old Paul London. Isn't he like the werewolf or something now? Or isn't that his nickname? I'm all about a hairy bipedal creature. But Paul London, an interesting one. Of course, teaming up with Billy Kidman for a little bit. And then wasn't he with a Spanky back in the day too? I think Brian Kendrick. He's had a couple of different partners. He went over to Ring of Honor. He's been all over. He's a journeyman. A journeyman, we'll call him. There he is. But we got Ruthless Aggression style packaging. Got that yellow and orange attack here. Of course, part of Series 17. Now, this is the one with no tassels. There's another one that does have tassels as a variant, so make note of that as well. Glamour shots on the side, name on that side, front, looking only like a front could look, and Ruthless Aggression Series 17. On the back, got UPC's warnings down below. You got the big cross sell, the same one we saw with Orlando Jordan. You got the belts, you got the ring. You got a lot of fun. Once again, the fun is here. We're here for the fun. We're here for Paul London out of the package. Let's see what Paul London's going on. See you later. Goodbye. And honestly, zero fuss. I checked the streets on this one. Zero fuss for whatever reason. No fuss on Paul London. But there he is right there. He does come once again with elbow pads off to the side. Choose your own elbow pad adventure, I guess, is what you do with Paul London and Orlando Jordan at the same time. I'm going to pull that out. Bam. See you later. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. And like I said, 2 black elbow pads. Same ones we saw with Orlando Jordan. Same one we see with Paul London here. Obviously, the tassels one is the one to get. It's just a little bit extra love to Paul London. I would have liked to seen that one. I might have that in my collection. I think I have the tassels. to put on him, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. We'll see what happens. But once again, Paul London looks enough like Paul London. I think enough time has passed, though, where a lot of people, you get this head sculpt, you're not going to know who it is. You're going to say, I don't know who that is. And I can't really fault you. You don't really see Paul London a whole lot like this. And when you do see him, a lot of times, I think he does have facial hair nowadays. I could be wrong. Depends, I guess, on the day, maybe. But an interesting looking one here. But, of course, a nice high flyer figure. Good body style on him, of course. Articulation the same as both of these, as we do know. He does have a fist of fury. He does have a gripping hand. Got some black trunks on, black knee pads, black elbow pads, black boots. Ready to go, Stone Cold Steve Austin style. He does have London on the side of his pants, a little fireworks action going there. But fairly plain Jane, in all honesty. Not a lot of pizzazz with this one. And we're all about the pizzazz here on the channel, as we all know. But it is Paul London. It is a figure you need in your collection. If you're going to have them all, you got to have Paul London, right? So there you go. Paul London joining the crowd with Shelton Benjamin and Orlando Jordan. Quite the threesome. I don't know if anybody's ever unboxed these three on the channel. This could be one for the Guinness Book of World Records, really, at the end of the day. But it is deep cuts into the Ruthless Aggression line, a favorite line of mine. And if you're watching this, maybe yours too. You know, tell me in the comments, let me know. And let me know your thoughts on these. Did you ever own any of these three figures? Maybe when you were a little kid. Who knows? Maybe in high school. Maybe when you were 5 years old. Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got videos every single day. And even more content for you, including early access to videos like this over on Patreon. Check out the Patreon channel. Best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for a little Ruthless Aggression fun, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.